Hello there, welcome back to the Japan Game Junk podcast today. It is a store, another hard-off store, a hard-off off-house combination store. This one visited on the 25th of August, 2024. And this is the Iruma Fujisawa store. So that's in Iruma city of Saitama. Let's get into some of the things that were here, including some rarities. First, being a personal computer, actually being a hobby computer, that most people played games because it is the Sega SC 3000. This is not the same as the SG 1000, but they play the same cartridges. So if you think about like the MSX, this is a competitor, and in fact use the same chipset, so it's possible to play the different games with adapters on each other. But when this came out, it was 30,000 yen. Here, though, it's 60,000 yen. It's doubled in value, including the box and everything else. And if I really needed to have one, I would have bought this, as it looks beautiful. It said also that all the things in the box, not the machine itself, but all the accessories, look good as new, as they have not really been used. But the SG 1000, the second edition, so the Mark II as it's been called, this is a very, very stripped down version of the computer, which became, of course, the game system. 15,000 yen here, including the box. It's actually a very good price for a very well-maintained system. For 1,200 yen, there's from Bandai, it's the Pocket Club Mezase, and I cut off the name of it, but basically it's kind of like a baseball game, and it's just a really weird kind of, you move, it has 3 buttons, left, right, and then action, and it's a really, really simple LCD game, like a Tiger game from the US. But yeah, these games, the older ones, are getting pretty expensive, so for 1,200 yen, that's pretty cheap for those who want to have that. A Dreamcast, fine to work, only the system, no accessories or controller. 4,500 yen, it's getting to be a bit on the normal side. And then there's a Fujitsu MSX, the FMX model, which is fairly good, but there are some keys that work sometimes and don't work other times, it said. But if you just want it for the game system, that is pretty cheap at 15,000 yen for this Fujitsu model. Let's see, what else do they have here? For 3,000 yen, just a working Sega Saturn, just the unit. No controller or cables, just the Sega Saturn. So there you go, 3,000 yen. Kind of on the cheaper side as it would be these days. And then there was one Sanyo MSX model. This one I was so tempted to get for 7,000 yen, but the keyboard simply did not work. If you have an MSX without a working keyboard, you can still play most games. And if it has a lot of memory, a lot of RAM, it can actually play the more advanced games. But without the keyboard, many of the games say press space to start. And with no keyboard, you cannot do that. And you can't plug in an external keyboard, for that. So it's a bit on the sad side. But anyway. Just a few of the things found in this store. Kind of a quick one today, but since there were some rarities, especially the Sega things, I did want to get that out there. So there we go. Thanks so much for listening. Have a wonderful day ahead, and catch you in the next one. Goodbye. 4 minutes now.